Amy Winehouse was never meant to blend into the industry. From her teenage years in Camden, scribbling lyrics in notebooks and experimenting with jazz phrasing, she carried an authenticity that both attracted and devoured. The world met her with Frank, but it was Back to Black that sealed her place in music history and ultimately set the stage for a tragic collapse. What follows is not only the story of a singer, but a crime of culture, obsession, and an industry unable or unwilling to protect its brightest flame. London in the early 2000s was a city alive with contradictions. Indie rock exploded in sweaty clubs, while pop idols were manufactured with precision. Into this landscape walked Amy, with her beehive hair and eyeliner like armor, singing as if Billie Holiday had reincarnated in the body of a punk teenager. Her voice was deeper than her years, soaked in the pain of a life still unfolding. It wasn't polished for radio. It was jagged, imperfect, and therefore irresistible. But with fame came hunger, not Amy's, but the world's. The tabloids found in her a character too easy to caricature: the rebel, the addict, the girl who refused to play nice. Every stumble was magnified, every late-night photo turned into spectacle. Paparazzi did not follow her, they hunted her. Outside clubs, on her own doorstep, she became prey. It was not just cruel curiosity, it was commerce. Photos of Amy stumbling with Blake Fielder Civil, the man who became her partner in chaos, sold like platinum records. Their relationship was combustible. Love songs in Back to Black were confessions written in real time, coded messages between lovers drowning together. But the toxicity spilled beyond the studio. Addiction blurred everything. Crack, heroin, alcohol, each became both a shield and a weapon. Friends begged her to seek help. The industry, meanwhile, watched sales soar. At award shows, she looked fragile, sometimes absent. Yet the Grammys placed her on stage, live via satellite, the world cheering while she trembled under pressure. Here lies the crime. Success demanded performance even as survival demanded retreat. Amy's rawness was her gift, but also her cage. She couldn't hide behind personas like other stars. She was brutally honest in lyrics, painfully visible in public, and the industry monetized every fracture. Rehab was not a solution. It was a hit single. The irony cut deep. A refusal to go was turned into a chorus chanted by millions, while the real woman slipped further from recovery. By 2011, Amy had become more myth than person. The 27 Club awaited her, that cursed circle where genius dies too young. On July 23rd, she was found in her Camden home, the final chapter written not by her, but by a society obsessed with spectacle. Alcohol poisoning ended her life, but the machinery of fame had already consumed her. Her death sparked mourning, but also reflection. Questions about responsibility surfaced. Could management have intervened? Could friends have shielded her more strongly? Or was Amy's fate inevitable in a culture that treats vulnerability as entertainment? These remain unanswered, lingering like smoke in the clubs where she once sang. What endures is the music. Back to Black is not just an album. It is a confession carved in vinyl, raw and eternal. Songs like "Love is a Losing Game" now echo like epitaphs. In every note we hear the brilliance of a young woman who gave more of herself than the world deserved. Amy Winehouse was not simply lost to addiction. She was lost to an industry built on extraction, to tabloids feeding on suffering, to fans who demanded access without mercy. Vinyl carries her crimes and her wounds, pressed forever in grooves that will not fade. To listen is to be haunted, reminded that behind the music was a woman who asked for love and found spectacle instead. Amy remains a warning, a ghost in the machine of fame. And in the silence after her voice fades, we are left with the uncomfortable truth. We applauded while she unraveled.